pleasure to invite Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert Hassett, to the podium.
Good evening, parents, grandparents, family members, school board members, faculty, staff, administration, and most of all, the class of 2014. It is truly my honor to stand here before you today and congratulate this wonderful group of young people as they enter the next chapter of their lives. Many of us in this tent, or most of us with gray hair, have seen some phenomenal changes in this great country, from World War II to Korea to Vietnam, and a myriad of other conflicts where our country rose up and fought for freedom and democracy. We have spent close to a decade in the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, but we have seen advancements in medicine that no one could have ever imagined. In 1952, in the city I was born in, over 100 children were born with polio, and in 1953 that number dropped to 2, and the following year it dropped to 0. It is routine today for people to have heart transplants, kidneys, and joints replaced on routine or regular basis. Predictions are that this next generation will live to be 100. Social Security better watch out. So as this new group enters their new chapter, the few small words that I have is to never stop learning. One thing you can be sure of is that the world will change around you. Secondly, be involved with your community. Pay attention to local, state, and national events so that when you vote, one of the greatest rights we have in this country, you will be a well-informed citizen and voter. And most of all, always keep the love and respect of your family and friends your highest priority. Though we are sad to see you leave, we know the world is in good hands with you. Congratulations on reaching this important milestone. I wish you all the very best that life has to offer. It is also my privilege to announce this year's Withington Award recipient that has been a long-standing member of the Hillsboro community and an employee of the school district since 2004. Born and raised in Hillsboro, he attended Hillsboro Grammar School and then went on to St. Paul's School in Concord, where he first developed his interest in foreign languages and cultures. Many of his fellow students were from foreign countries, and he enjoyed learning about their home countries, learning to speak their language, and was very inquisitive about their different cultures. He also helped his friends, his fellow students, with the English language and the idiosyncrasies of Americans and American life. From St. Paul's, he went on to attend Yale University, and he earned a bachelor's degree in Spanish and Latin studies. He has a long and varied professional career here in Hillsboro. He pumped gas at his father's gas station in Hillsboro. He worked for the Bank of Boston in the International Division. But he spent 28 years as a civilian employee in the Navy, occupying many positions, including Cultural Affairs Officer for the U.S. Information Agency, teaching English to students in Brazil. Foreign Services Staff Officer for the American Consulate in Brazil. Translator and interpreter for the Federal Housing Administration in Washington, D.C. Administrative Officer for the Bureau of Research and Energy in Washington, D.C. Director of Personnel for the Federal Power Commission, also in Washington, D.C. Personnel Management Specialist at the Portsmouth Navy Shipyard. Command Support Officer at the Naval Surface Warfare Center in Dahlgreen, Virginia. And most of all, for the last 10 years, has been an outstanding teacher of the English for Speakers of Other Language, or ESOL tutor for the Hillsboro-Deering School District. This is a person that I thoroughly enjoy talking to as often as I can get him in my office. We talk about how life has changed and what we've seen in our lives. He's played a valuable role that very many people are not qualified to do. His name is Walter Sterling.
Walter. Walter.
It's my cousin.
Bob.
Yeah. He wants me to say it.
Yeah. Just one more, please.
Yes, you may.
I wish to extend my thank you to all of the staff of the Hillsboro-Deering district, the school board, the superintendent, assistant superintendent, the teachers. They all have been very kind and showing interest in what I've been doing, which is teaching English for students from other countries and cultures. It's a small program, but for me it's very exciting. It helps a child to see another world that they didn't know because they came from another place. And it's for me, it's exciting to see this. And I have taught at the kindergarten to the high school level. And so for me, it's very enjoyable. And it would not be possible without the support of this town and its citizens. So I thank you very much.